Okay, in today's video we're going to be going over some sport karate, sparring, Kumite work for your grading. So we do this from yellow and above, your Kumite sparring work. Some of it is WKF Olympic sport karate, which is point fighting, and some of it is continuous sparring. And we do that against 3 opponents, 2 opponents, and also we do it against a boxer, kickboxer, karateka, and wrestler grappler. So I'm just going to talk about some points which you can also do for that, but for your sport karate work as well. So we're just going to bow in. Some of these you can practice, okay, when you're on your own. You can do them in the mirror, and you can practice them in class when you've got an opponent. So the first thing we're going to talk about is this front guard. We've talked about guard before. We're thinking today about whether we can knock the guard, push the guard, pull down the guard. So this is the other person's guard. Your guard is here in this area, not too low. And we're looking with this front hand to push the guard, not to push it completely out of the way, but the person's guard, especially if they're better, will be quite loose. It won't be too tight. And even if it is tight, it's enough for you just to knock it and then attack. So knock it, then attack, okay? So the idea is it's just to stimulate, to get the brain, the eyes, the senses of your opponent to pick up on that first touch. It's the same as if you were playing basketball or football or even rugby, where you feint one way to go the other. It's where you pretend to go one way, one direction, and change. So with this, we're not feinting with a technique, but we're knocking the guard. So it could knock it across, it could be a touch. But when you do it, it has to be specific, and you don't want your fingers too loose. All right, your hands are not going to be closed, obviously, but you need to make sure that you don't catch your fingers because you've got no wraps on. Okay, so from there, to push across, you can pull down, so it's pulling the guard down. You can open it up, so actually using the backhand like you use a back fist, push the guard this way. You can also use the backhand, which shouldn't be too far back, to use that to knock the guard to then attack. So the same thing can be done with the front here. So here you knock with the back, hit with the front, knock with the back, hit with the front. But it has to be done quickly, and you need to be ready to hit. It can also be done with your legs, so you can knock the guard across to give your space for the kick. Knock the guard across to give yourself space for the kick. This only works if the person moves away, otherwise you'll be too close, your distance will be incorrect for you to do your kick. Okay, so work on your toes, your normal movement, your little shimmies, your little testing, your push of the guard, knock back of the guard, using this way. Don't use your back arm for that, okay? Just use it as a push across because you expose yourself too much. I'll show you from profile. Also pulling down. So you're pulling that guard, pull and then ready to go. Pull and then ready to go, okay? So practice that, getting the speed of the pull and then bring your guard back and then punch it. Here and here, and try and think about what strikes with your hands or your legs feels most comfortable, okay? And practice that. So if you're gonna work a longer distance and then add a kick, that's fine. But choose what kick you want to do, okay? What punch you want to do. Okay, so it's all about moving the guard, pushing the guard, pulling the guard down, knocking the guard across. But you must do it with speed and be ready to attack afterwards.